Hello guys, how are you diddling? Casual Gamers here. As it says in the title, today we're going to be playing with Dick. Don't be alarmed, it's all above board. It always is on this channel. WHites Whirlwind snooker. God, where can I begin? This is the icon amongst, it's the benchmark, if you like, released back in 1991 for the Amiga, and shortly after for the Mega Drive, Genesis, I believe, the Atari ST and IBM PC, and also DOS, which is unplayable. So the Amiga wins hands down, no surprises there. And as you can see, we've got the interface on the left there, which you can change. This is not me playing, by the way. I wish it was. Back in the day, I used to get breaks of like the average break, because I used to play every day. I mean, I used to get like, I don't know if it was 18 or something, the average, and then I will be getting like, a maximum break of 87 or something like that, which was, I never actually reached the century break, which is a bit ironic considering the amount of hours I put into it. Used to have friends over and we used to play Jimmy White's. So it is the game, right? Because when you've got like something like, if you're an Apple fan, there is no other. Do you know what I mean? I don't care if they bring something else out that's technically better. I'm going to turn my back on it because I'm faithful to the original benchmark of sport simulations made by a guy called Archer Mclean, who passed away, unfortunately. Archer was also responsible for Drop Zone. That's another classic. So yeah, let's take a look. I keep to my word, and we're going to be playing with Dick, which is the second level. We've got Tom, Dick and Harry, and then you got Jimmy at the end, right? That's bloody impossible. 147 breaks. Come on, Wiggy. Yeah. So you don't want to be playing with every Tom, Dick and Harry, but in this game you do. It's quite good, that. So we tossed a coin, and Dick is to break off first. Collided with the brown on the way back to Bark. It's been ages since I've played this. I wanted the A1200 version. I'll tell you why. Because after playing the version on the Amiga 1200, I couldn't go back to the A500. I just couldn't face it. I don't know if this is the A1200 version, but I had a fixed version, and this is one of those mysteries you can never get to the bottom of. I had a fixed version. I think it was fixed by the Crypt or something, and it was as smooth as silk. It was just beautiful. You see the flies on the screen there, because I'm not doing anything at the moment. There's no mouse activity, so then weird stuff happens in this game. So yeah, let's see if we can make the first pot. And you do sort of measure it in a certain way. The good thing about this is you can go right to the center. I'm actually moving it there, by the way. You go right to the center of this ball. Now I'm not sure whether that's going to be too much or too little. It's been a long time. My skills are really rusty, but then no excuses. Let's see if we can make it count. No, way off. Way off, man. Couldn't have been further away, and I left it practically over the middle pocket there for Dick. He'll be over the moon. So then it leaves us with a chance, and from here on in, no excuses. We've got that fast, slick mouse movement, centre ball there. One of the views, I think that should be enough. Pockets are relatively big here. They're not massive, but they're quite big. You can see where I've changed the interface there to the left. So what we're going to play for after this, I ain't got a clue. Let's play up for the blue or the pink, I think. Me thinks. Playing up. Look at that. Yeah, it hasn't left me. Actually, I'm crap. But it's something I just, I enjoy playing. You could argue, and you could mention the name Celeris, but what about Celeris Virtual Pool? Yeah, no, yeah. But then they did away with the aiming system and things, and they tried to make it a bit more realistic. But Celeris spoiled it, on the other hand, by adding silly characters in game and lots of stuff that we didn't actually want or need. So yeah, that's the way it went, really. Which way do you do it? That way or that way? Let's do it that way. So again, we're not looking to be to do anything heroic here. All I want to do is just keep it within limits. The blue will be respotted. There you go. Got to be ready for that. All the colours are respotted. And hopefully, I'm not sure if I can get on this, but if I go to the object ball, and that's one of the beauties of it, you can see from here without any issues whatsoever. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, you can do that. You can go over the top of the ball. You can also zoom in and out. Do you know what I mean? So the viewing options here, which are absolutely key in a billiard game, you can see there the balls look different sizes. That didn't actually happen on the original, I don't think. It's probably just the emulation side of things. But anyway, so another thing we've also got, which Virtual Pool didn't implement, is this scoring systems detail. You're informed at all times of what's going on in the game, whereas if you play virtual snooker, you're going to be sort of working it out yourself, I believe, depending on which one you're playing. Yeah, you're going to be working it out yourself, basically. So let's try and stun this, not stun, so I want to bring it back a little bit. Will that be enough speed? Not sure. No. Yeah. Yeah, that's alright. Can I still see the black? Can I still see it? Yes, I can. Right, we're on the black. Great chance here now, as they say in snooker. Now that is, you can look at that from the, I used to do this, used to click on the object ball, turn it to get an idea, go back, and basically just take that distance using muscle memory off there. Now I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure. So I'm just gonna, I don't know if I need more on actually. I think that should be enough there. We need to get on the next red here, so made the black, which is music to my ears. The sound on the DOS version is astonishingly bad. So, I mean, mechanically it's the same game. So some of you might have played the DOS version because you chose to play that one instead of the old Amiga version, which is technically the best. Now, what do we do? Do we take a risk, try and get back on the black? Or do we just play to get a few points Got a break of 14 at the moment. It's not to be sniffed at. It's all right. Can't complain. Let's pop this red in. See what we're going for after this. We're going to go for the pink, right? We're going to go for the pinky. Don't forget to chalk your cue in this, otherwise you can miss cue. It's quite easy to miss cue actually. It's quite easy. So click on that, takes us to the white. Now the pink, we've got the angle to go into. I don't know if we've got the angle to go into the pack here, but I shouldn't have played it that hard in hindsight, looking back. But anyway, let's go for it. So again, I'm going to be taking a risk, so it's all right. It's only a game, so that's what they say. Let's try and get this angle right. I'm not too sure about that, but anyway, let's give it a blast. Oh yeah, it went in. We haven't been lucky enough to get on the next red. No sort of clear, easy shot. So we seem to have lost control of this, which is a shame, because I might have just got my first break there on the return. I've had no practice whatsoever, so I don't know. I don't know what to do. Should I just play safe? Normally, if you're playing against the computer opponents, you just sort of go for it. Unless you're playing Jimmy, and then you just sit there and watch him put all the balls. If you get the first shot in, you get a 147. It's the only way you can win, I think. I think you get about 2 chances on the Jimmy White level. Not too sure. But anyway, if we go there and take a look at that, click on that. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm in a blind spot here. I feel like I'm in a blind spot. Let's take a look at it from the top. It's not really helping me at all, that. And I've just knocked it off centre. There's a way to do that so that you don't lose the angle. I can't get through to that one. That's a shame. But anyway, I'm babbling again. So let's just knock it around, see what happens. You can't have everything. Let's see if we can make it creep along that rail, that cushion. I don't know. You never know. Give it a blast. Unbelievable. I'm surprising myself here. So yeah, it seems to be. I've still got a feel for the angles. And we're actually on the brune. So let's just keep going then. Careful with these shots. Got to make sure it's in the hole, like that, like that. Stun it. Now that wasn't supposed to happen. That was supposed to be a stun, and that's because I've used a virtual pool. Ironically, the other thing I want to look at is reverse side. I don't think you could do reverse side in this, if I remember rightly. But which is also important, isn't it? But at the time when this came out, it was the cream of the crop. It still is. It still is to me, and it always will be. So let's take a look at this angle on the to get onto the black. Now, I don't know if I play it slow. it might not. I might not be able to get on the black. It might just drift. But if I push it forward, there you go. I'm just going to play it slow, see if we can get in the black. It's going to be a slow shot. Hopefully we'll get the red in. Very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. I could have played it a bit wider, but chose not to. Again, you know, we're going for the black. And I'm looking at the distance between. I'm not sure about that either. This is where I doubt the distance. What I'm doing, I'm looking at the rail, the cushion, taking into account the distance, and then we're trying to take that distance off there. So it's going to be something like that, isn't it? I don't want this to wiggle in the jaws, that's the thing. But what I'm going to do, we'll try and get in the next red. Don't know how at the moment. Don't know how. We're going to put a bit of top. We're going to try and force it round to get on this red into the left corner. Hopefully. And it wiggled, you bugger. But anyway, breaker 27, can't complain. And I got a clap. I got the clap. Got the clap, guys. Excellent break, which is a lie. But anyway, so you get that information up on the screen. Dick comes to the table, and he'll probably get a break here. Wouldn't surprise me at all. I think this is the A1200 version, but it's not the version that I had, because the version I had was super slick. It was super slick. If anybody knows anything about this, or they had the fixed version as well, let me know. I mean, there's no going back once you've played that fixed version. It's just like perfection. This is the game where I think the game's nostalgia gave it 80% or something. I can't remember, but that was way too low, man. It's way too low for a game like this, or this, you know, this level. It's like it deserves a lot more. It deserves about 93 or 94. So there you have it, guys. I hope I didn't bore you with all that. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. It's really important. And don't forget to subscribe, guys. And I'll catch you real soon for some more classics. Catch you later now. Bye bye.